Good morning, YouTube. I'm Yasmin. I'm host for Talking Talk. Talking Talk is a platform where we practice languages using fully conversation in the language that we are practicing. Today we will practice English and usually have some questions and some subject to guide our conversation. Today the subject will be kind of polemic. Will be the ethics of human genetic control. So here is the safe platform to share our opinions, to respect the another's time, another's opinion too. So that's it. You can check more how the platforms works in our website. And yeah, about me, I'm 20. I live at São Paulo. I've been in the platform practice my English and my Spanish too. And I work as a software developer. And I think that's it about me. Claudia, could you start presenting yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, guys. I am Claudia. I live in a small town in the state of São Paulo. I've been working as an IT project manager for more than 10 years. Besides my work, nowadays I am a volunteer in a project here in my city that supports women in vulnerable situations. In my free time, I like to reading books, watching movies, and spend time with my family. I'm here at TNT platform to practice my English, and I hope to get ready to return to the job market. That's it.
Thank you for sharing, Claudia. I hope the platforms helps you on that. Fernando, could you present yourself, please?
Yes, of course. Good morning, guys. I'm Fernando. I live in São Paulo, capital. I work as a business analysis for a company that development software. I work with IT for a long time, maybe 11 years, and I'm married and I have two daughters. I have been study and improve my English here in Talking Talk now for 2 months, and I think it's just it for me, guys. Good morning.
Thank you, Fernando. Iago, please go ahead.
Sure. My name is Iago. I have over 7, 8 years of experience in quality assurance in software. I want to improve my English because I want to get a foreign job. So I need to improve my level.
I hope the platforms helps you in that too. Thank you, Iago. And the last but not the least, Ricardo.
Hello, guys. Nice day. My name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, first city of Brazil. My mantra. Well, I love watch movies, hang out with my friends, family. I hate studying English, but it's necessary. That's it.
Thank you, Ricardo. So, starting with our subject, our first question. Ricardo, what's your first reaction to the idea of a couple choosing for their child to have a disability like deafness?
Uh, well, I don't know if you understand well. My first reaction idea. Uh, I don't know. Uh, I don't know if you understood well. That's the question regarding a couple that should have a child, adopt a child that have a kind of disability.
Actually, we saw in the video, but I think you wasn't there in that moment. But
Yeah.
we saw about the questions involving the human genetic control. So when this will be possible to change the genes of
Genes, okay.
the
Avoid
kid.
this kind of disease.
Yeah, but the opposite was a deaf couple that would choose the kid to have the disability and be deafness too.
Yeah, I believe that I understood in English, but I can't understand in the real life. For example, a genetic modification to let the people have disease. I can't understand. I can't reach this kind of necessity, in my opinion. I don't know. I believe that when the person try to modify the genes to avoid this kind of disease, that's okay. But in my opinion, don't make sense. So create a disease? I don't know. Sometimes the people, for example, try to stimulate a kind of diseases in animals, for example, rats, and after that, for example, a cancer, and after that, try to create a cure or some kind of uh, I don't treatment. But in this course, in this kind of situation, I can't understand what kind of advantage I don't know. I believe that is don't make sense for me. That's it.
Got it. Thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you.
Claudia, and for you, what's your opinion about?
My first reaction is maybe mixed. I can imagine what the parents are feeling. Okay, they are deaf people, so for them they are seems like they don't have any big problems in their lives. But to choose a children with a disability, I don't know. I had a brother with a disability. One of my best friends has disability. She is blind. And in my opinion, our society is not prepared. And our society is very cruel with someone with disability. Okay, so it's very, very polemic, in my opinion. This don't be the best choice in people's life. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard because once the parents of the video was deaf, for them could be easy to raise a child with this disability, but maybe they wasn't thinking about the society, and our culture isn't prepared to deal with
No, never,
that.
never.
Yeah, I also have some people in my family with disabilities, and the society isn't prepared to even the simple deal with the disabilities. We don't have it in our society, fortunately. Fernando, what's your opinion about that?
Oh my gosh, I agree with Claudia because prepared for we aren't prepared for take care the people who who has a disability, because first, oh my gosh, it's a totally polemic topic because I didn't know it's possible to choose the disability for for a person. No, it's for me. I don't believe it's the video is for people. It seems uh, illogical, It's- but if is it possible, I think it's how can I say loucura, no? Because if you choose a disability, like said Ricardo, it's our society looking for a cure for a disability, you know, sometimes a cure for a blind and another disabilities for us. Because of this, I still don't believe in this situation, you know, in this video. It's crazy. Yes.
Yeah, when I found out about this, I was very shocked because nowadays there are a lot of studies and tests, controlled tests to modify genes of a baby before the baby born. And yeah, once they change, they can change the genes, they can choose a lot of things. So yeah, in the future, this could be a totally choice, maybe to choose a skin color, eye color, the specific genes that people want. And yeah, there are a lot of studies around that, a lot of tests that is being doing. And well, I when I discovered that, I was really shocked. Yeah. Iago, and for you.
I agree with Fernando. Uh, you choose disability for your child is like a madness for me. So I imagine uh, that decision is more about uh, ideal, decisão ideológica than a decision ethical, because your children, your your child is a like is your love. So you choose an disability for your child is not about love. It's about a ego decision. So I totally disagree when a couple have a decision to 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 have a disability for your child.
Yeah, I agree with you because this that you say is real about the ego because the parents could be just taking a choice that will be good for them. For example, they will raise the children the same culture they was raised, but yeah, this is bad because, like we said before, the society isn't prepared to deal with disabilities. We don't have accessibility enough for everyone, and there is a lot of bullying involving it too. So, yeah, could be a decision for the ego, just the ego. So, the second question to Iago. If a genetic condition can be prevented, do parents have a moral obligation to prevent it?
Yes, I totally agree. I believe that the parents, needs to be carefully about your future child, because this decision, the parent can be to execute it, but uh, but if a child born with any disability, for me is not a problem. Uh, the parents need to have love, uh, kind with this child. But in first decision, I believe that the parents need to be carefully about some problems like smoke and pregnancy, alcohol, paracetamol, anywhere, anyway. But if child born with any disability is not a problem for me. The parents need to be lovable with this child.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's the base of the life, so it's important the parents be kind with the kid.
Yes.
Thank you, Iago. Claudia, what's your opinion about the second question? I think your microphone is off.
Oh my God, sorry. I think parents have a moral responsibility to protect their child when it's possible. When I was reading here, moral obligation, it seems like all conditions should be avoided if you're talking about obligation, okay? So sometimes people with disabilities can live mindful lives. So the decision is not only medical, it's also ethical, personal. So I think parents have a moral responsibility, not a moral obligation. I don't know. For me, it sounds this kind of thing.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you. Fernando, and for you.
Yes, I think that I agree with Claudia, but if you if is it possible to avoid the disability, why not? You know, I remember that when my daughters were born, I was worried for during the pregnancy, you know. I I was a little bit worried about the disabilities, you know, about this. If I was invite the disabilities and prevent the disability, I think it, in my opinion, it's a moral case, you know, it's necessary because it's a good way, good thing for your child, you know, I think.
Yeah, thank you, Fernando.
Nice.
Ricardo, what do you think about this question?
Uh, I don't know. Let me see. I I believe that right now we don't have the enough technology advanced to uh, check this kind of situation. So, and maybe in the future, sound like a vaccine. So, oh, you don't check the genetic genes and prevent this kind of disease. But right now, unfortunately, we don't have access to the kind of technology. And regarding the first question, I don't consider polemic. I believe that is sometimes, for example, the people have to do uh, different approach for a specific thing. But in this case, it's not exactly a polemic. It's just nonsense. So, but regarding this thing, I believe regarding this question, so I hope that this kind of technology is became accessible for every people, and you could prevent any kind of disease. That's it.
And do you think the question 4, I skipped the 3. Do you believe that using the genetic technology to select traits is playing out?
Sorry, could you repeat, please? Yasmin, could you repeat, please?
The number 4.
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe that using genetic technology to select traits is playing out?
Uh, not exactly. Depends on the situation. For example, I don't consider a good move, for example, try to choose the color of the eyes or I don't know, any kind of another situations. But for example, avoid if this person have a kind of disability or a kind of a disease, don't consider simulate God. Uh, sometimes the people use not a phrase, actually. Uh, I'm not sure if you're able to say in English, don't fall a leaf from the tree if it's not the will of the God. Né? Não cai uma folha de uma árvore que não seja a vontade de Deus, né? And I believe that if we can reach enough knowledge to create a kind of technology to do this kind of situation, that's okay. It's not exactly a problem. Certainly, there are moral situations, so it's clearly, né? I, for example, avoid a disease genetically. For me, it sounds like, for example, take a vaccine. So in this case, for me, it's not exactly a problem. Problem should be, for example, avoid the color of the skin or color of the eye. This kind of situation is weird. That's it.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you.
Fernando, and for you, do you think this could be considered playing God?
Oh my gosh, for me, it's a interesting question because I'm a Christianity guy, but I think if it's possible to prevent desires, because I believe that the God give us the science for to do these things, for for figure out the cure for uh, anything desires or illness, I think it's if God give us for this possibility for the cure, but for choose. If you tell about the choose a disability for you, I think I disagree. I disagree with you started to choose for disability because you have uh, you just have a choose for disability, but I don't believe that the playing God, but I think it's God give us this possibility for for figure out a cure for disabilities, you know?
Yeah, this makes sense. Thank you, Fernando. Uh, Iago, and for you.
Sure. This question is very interesting. Playing God is a good expression, but I believe that have unlimited between how can I say curar and change the human architecture, like to build another human with uh, big strange, big vision. But I believe that this limit until curar, it's okay and it's necessary. Uh, I believe that when you can to to improve uh to improve is not improve when you can uh, aliviar o sofrimento of a people. I believe that you need to offer this alívio for the parents or for child. But I disagree when use technology. It's like playing God.
Thank you, Iago. Claudia, and for you.
I don't think it's always wrong, okay? Science has always tried to improve human life. In my opinion, the problems appears when humans use the power for control instead of responsibility, okay? Playing God, it's a strong word, strong way to say that. But if you can avoid something, some disease in your children's life, I totally agree. It makes sense. Okay. I'm not talking about like the couple, deaf or blind child, okay? But about this disease, I'm totally agree. You can use the medicine, all the science to do this, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Claudia. So I will go to the number 7, could be kind of polemic, maybe. Claudia, do you think genetic technologies could lead to a future where sentence abilities are seen as undesirable and are eliminated for society?
So let me read again, sorry. Yes, that's a real danger. If people start removing what they see as imperfection, okay, as I said, our society is not prepared to do something with disabled people. So if everything is considered imperfection, society could become less inclusive, menos inclusiva. Disabilities might disappear, but so could empathy and respect for difference. We need to learn a lot with disabilities nowadays. If you disappear with them, I don't know what is happening with the world.
Yeah, the diversity of people is every time a good thing because bring us the empathy and different ways to see the world and how to improve ourselves. And maybe these genetic technologies could just extinct some disabilities. And this could be bad for people that are already born and have disabilities because they wouldn't have the accessibility. Yeah, it's hard. Fernando, and for you about the question 7.
Oh my gosh, I still think about this question because I think that I I don't know if I understand this question because mm, if in the future it's possible to cure blindness, for example, um, but the other people who has a blind, it will eliminate for the society because it's possible to cure, but just in a genetic way. I disagree in this case, because I think if it will it possible this, I think it's the totally possible to create a society for who fight about the or eliminate or will will have eliminated the person who has a disability, It's difficult to think about this because I think that if we are is have is to if it's necessary or possible to cure for a disability or prevent it a disability because it's the genetic, it's possible to do this. I think that is still disabilities it will happen in our society, because I think it's the people who that's necessary to think it's created more way for include this person in our societies, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, this point makes sense because if they can do the genetic changes, maybe they can change the person that already have these disabilities. So yeah, it is really uncertain. Ricardo, and for you, about the question set.
7. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little far away from this immersion today. I received a phone call. Well, I believe that is in the future, this kind of technology and the others let our life so good. And I don't know. I believe in human potential to create problems. But yeah, for example, a lot of times I think that, uh, should be great if you create a specific technology. I don't know, cars, flying, or I don't know, for example, a cure for a kind of a disease. For example, AIDS is a terrible disease. I remember the 80s and the 90s, a lot of people die because of that, including today. Né? But I know some people that have this kind of disease and they live a wonderful life. For the other hand, you could see in different parts of this planet wars. Né? So, in the same time, certainly should be great, and maybe the human reach is common for any kind of human cross the more than 100 years of age. For the other hand, you create some another's problems. For example, when the person retire, probably this person have to receive money for 50 years. I don't know, because some people reach 60 or 60 or 65 years old and start to receive payments from government. So there are a lot of different problems regarding from this topic, from this specific question. And yeah, should be great. But unfortunately, the human probably creates another situations. That's it.
Yeah, I think if the people have more uh, age rate of live, maybe the government will change it some laws. For example, the limit of working time to get retired, maybe. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you.
Iago, in for you about the question 7.
Yes, I believe that is a concrete risco concreto, because when I when I follow uh, when I follow, how can I say, uh, standard defaults, then ethical ethical I don't remember, but when the society follow social standard, then ethical, uh, the society I believe that the society will be prefer uh, any disabilities, nenhuma deficiência, because I believe that the society uh, will prefer a aesthetical person, perfect person. Uh, I want to be a perfect person. I want to get a perfect child. So I I believe I believe that the humanidade,
Mankind.
mankind, uh, will prefer the perfection, perfection. People, perfect people, perfect children's, for me is a error. And I have two suggestions. Movie is Gattaca, and about book is The Great New World, Aldous Huxley.
Yeah. Brave new words.
Brave New World. Yeah, Brave New World.
Wonderful book.
Yeah. this movie and this book is about this immersion.
There is a series too
Yeah.
regarding Brave New
Ah,
World. It's not
I
so
will.
good, but
I
the guys
will.
always change the. I don't know what happened, but the guys always change the history when to create a movie or a series. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, yeah. But is that? That is.
Yeah, I will search this movie and this book. Sounds really interesting. So I will go to the question 8. I think is related to what we are saying. Iago, who should decide what is a desirable or undesirable genetic trait?
Uh, any person or any private government uh, uh, in, sorry guys, is to to decide this, okay? uh, so this question is interesting, but I believe that we need to a commission with medicals, uh, social people like us, people of the society like us, uh, biohacks. So we need to discussion about this, and I believe that we will get some topics, and this and that's that's it.
Yeah, a commission of professionals, real university professionals can be a good choice because in the history, we already have some problems because of that. For example, in the Nazis of the Second War, there was a lot of a consideration of the perfect person that he
Ah,
was
ah,
tall and with
yeah,
blue eyes and a person's blonde. So yeah,
yes.
in the history, this was really hard.
Yeah,
Imagine with
yeah.
genetic control.
One example is about the Nazis regime,
Yeah,
uh, when the perfect person is a standard,
yeah,
was a standard.
yeah, it's true.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's bad and could be dangerous if don't be a commission to decide that. Yeah. Fernando, and for you, about the
I
question.
I think, I mean, the the next immersion, you you came easy question for us, please. Oh my gosh. I think in this case, I believe that the parents, it's possible to choose for your child, if the but I think it's about the if it's for the I don't know if the cure or choose take care your child. I think it's just in this case that the person who decide or consider consider for about the choose, it's a intention genetic for take care your child.
Yeah, thank you, Fernando.
Yes.
Claudia, and for you.
I believe no one person or single person or group should have that power. Okay, as you said, the decision should involve a community, scientists, people with diverse community. But in my opinion, the most important is to include those people with disability as well. Okay, so you can consider it multiply perspectives before setting any standard. So, as someone said, what is the standard? I don't know. If you involve scientists, doctors, people with some disabilities, you should set any standard. That's it.
Good point. This makes sense. Thank you, Claudia. Ricardo, and for you about the question H.
Mm, yeah, I believe this is not exactly a tough question. There is a moral situation or not, including for static or another situation like that. For example, there are people nowadays using laser and the eyes to change the color. So, although it's not exactly a good situation, there are doctors that do this kind of thing, and I consider the same situation at the future when the technology genetic changes could be a reality. No? So in this case, I would like to let my babe with blue eyes, or I don't know, I don't know, for example, the color of the hair. It's kind of thing. So I don't consider not exactly not moral, but it's necessary, uh, unnecessary actually. Uh, but for example, if you consider diseases and other stuff, that's okay. It's not a problem. So in this case, the society became receive more things, more knowledge, more different stuffs, and suddenly the society is changed and the advancement in certain stages. So I believe that suddenly appears a new technology and the society was moving and adapt for this kind of thing. So who is everyone? The mankind. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you, Ricardo. Guys, unfortunately, our time is almost ending. So I wanted to thank you all to come to this immersion. It was maybe hard, but was really great for me. I hope you also liked that. I sent the survey here, as you already know, is anonymous, and you can share your opinion or any suggestion that you want to suggest. And if you have time, please come to the next week. I will be here. And that's it. Thank you for today and have a nice week, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
Thank
nice day.
you. Bye bye.